Hello and welcome to the Daily Gas for August 20th, 2025, called Bust a Move by Philip Newman. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Bust a number x outside the grid is the minimum possible value for which the sum of the first x digits in the corresponding direction is greater than 21. So, what does that mean? Well, it means we did, in fact, guess correctly. Additionally, I guess it makes a little bit more sense now. I didn't know what a bus Sudoku was. Now it makes sense. It's about 21, right? How do we like blackjack, right? So we're looking in the directions of clues. Philip actually gives us an example here. He says that row 1, let's see, row 1, 2, 3, 4, column 8. So right here, row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in column 8 must have a sum greater than 21. So 5 tells us that 5 digits bust us. However, the second we subtract 3 from it, row 1, 2, 3, 4, column 8, will have a sum equal to or less than 21. So these 4 digits must sum to 21 or less, and then these 5 digits must bust. And that's it. Those are the rules. Let's just jump right into it. All right, so 21 is the key here. And we can be limited in a couple different ways here. One of the ways we can be limited is with very small values like 3, and another one is very high values. 21 actually is it's a triangular number for 6. 1 plus 2 plus 3 all the way up to 6 is in fact exactly equal to 21. So what that means is if 7 digits bust us, then 6 digits, which have a minimum of 21, must be exactly 21. So these digits here must sum to 21, and these digits here must sum to 21. That means this will be 7, 8, 9, and this will be 7, 8, 9. So we can actually place 8. This will be a 7, 9 pair, and we can actually place 7 with an 8, 9 pair. Additionally, what that means is 5 ends up here, 2 ends up here, 3, 4 kind of have their pick of things. Let's go back to 3 then, because 3 is interesting. 2 digits not summing to 21 is actually very easy. It's impossible in Sudoku. However, trying to make 3 digits bust doesn't leave us with a lot of options, I guess, especially when we have 9 left over. So we need to get 22 or higher, which means we need 13. So we have to think about the ways we can make 13 without 9, of course. It can't be 8, 5. So oh wait. What am I doing wrong here? What's wrong with my math? Oh, it doesn't have to be, sorry, it has to be 13 or greater. Sorry, that's the issue. It has to be 13 or greater. 13 is impossible. 14 without using 9 or 6 is impossible, so it has to be 15, and I think it has to be 7, 8. I think that's actually our only option, which means we should have started there, because now we can fully resolve this 7, 8, 9. And I'm assuming we have something similar here. Well, maybe not, because we don't have the 5 staring at it, so this actually might have a lot more leniency in what it can be. The maximum this can be actually is 7. 9, 7 is 16, which means we have a leeway of not 5, but 6 to work with. This can't be 6, though, so it'd be 7. Oh, but that doesn't make sense, because this would already be 7, so it would have to be like 8. Ah, and it can't go greater. So actually, it has to be 7, 8 here as well. It has to be the sum of 24. Huh, okay. I think that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. And now that lets us do the 9, 8, 7 here. It doesn't necessarily place our last 9, but it is something. 1 busting, but this not means this is going to be exactly 21, which minus 5 leaves us with 16, and the only way we can make 16 is going to be 7, 9, so that's resolvable, and we actually, the 9 we just said we couldn't place, we can in fact place. 8 is also placeable here. So we've done 7, 8, 9 across here. This will be 7, 8, 9, so we can at least place the 8, and then 7, 9 actually might be resolvable once we do some work over here. Yeah, because 3 isn't very limiting, and 2 means that we have to make, instead of 20, we need to make, or sorry, instead of making 21, we can make 20, but 20 with 3 forces 8, 9. That's the only option. Yeah. So if that's the case, then we can place our 9, and we can place our 7 here, and this gives us 7, 9, and we have completed our 7s, 8s, and 9s in the grid very nicely. And look at that beautiful pattern there. I always think of it like a, I don't know why, like a gem or a shard or something like that because of the shape, but that's just me seeing things where there isn't anything. Now with all of that random rambling, what can we actually do here? 6 will go in one of these two cells. 1 will go in one of these two cells. 3 will go into one of these two cells. So this actually is a 3, 6 pair. And this then is a 1, 5 pair. 1, 5, 2, 6. 2, 6 is resolvable here. And what do we need from the column? Still the 3 there. What do we need across here? We need the 1, 4 and 1, 4 with 1 here, 4 here, and 5 here. I guess, yeah, we don't really need to consider 7, 8, or 9. It's literally just looking at the digits 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 places there. That gives us the 5 there. 3 places here. That gives us the 3 here. This is 6. This is 4. We still need 4, 6 here. 4, 6, and 2 across. Yeah, no matter how we slice this, it doesn't break. So what we need to be thinking about, actually, I've somehow completely forgotten about the variant here with the 5 and the 6. So these must be 21, and this must bust us. Oh, well, how does that work? Wait a second. That's already 17. Oh, sorry, 5 digits bust us, not 6. I was doing it the wrong way. 5 is the bust number. I was very confused. I was like, this already sums to 20. So no, we have 17 here, and somehow in 2 digits we cannot exceed 4, and that makes sense. That makes sense because we'll just do 1 plus 2, which is 3, because we can't do 1 plus 3. So this must be 1, 2 like that. And then 3, 4 here, I guess, places 4. Now we know the 2, 6, 4 gets placed like that. Then 6 gives us our 5, 6. 5 gives us our 5, 1. It's all about our busting here. How do we bust? Similar sort of thing here. 16. 16, though without using 3, we could still do 1, 2. But it couldn't be 1, 6. That would be too much. So it once again does need to be 1, 2 with 5, 6 there. 2 gives us our, gives us our 2, 3. 3 gives us 3, no 3 in the corner. 1, 4, 6 is 6, 4. This is 4, this is 6. And to finish us off, we need 3 and 4, and we are done in 8 minutes and 4 seconds with Bust a Move by Philip Newman. So, with that, let us jump over to our handy dandy spreadsheet, which, here it is. For some reason it's on the wrong desktop. We can mark we got bust Sudoku correct. And now let's see. Phil likes to be a little bit more, I guess you could say, sneaky with his encoding, but I think we figured it out. Well, now that I say that, I've seen what I would think is the variant for tomorrow, but I don't know. Japanese sums Sudoku. I've done those before. I don't know if we've done them on the channel, but I've done them before. They're very interesting, kind of like a kind of turns into a bit of a coloring problem almost, but um, let's see. Are there other interpretations for this? Uh, I don't know. I don't think so. I'm gonna just stick with it. My gut tells me that it's going to be a Japanese sums Sudoku for tomorrow. So with that, hopefully you enjoyed and thank you for watching.